Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is Nothing is Ever Stuck. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these articles a while ago, so the world has completely transformed since then. If I encounter anything as I'm reading that is out of date, I will stop myself and I will give you the most recent information. Also, at the end, if I haven't said everything that needs to be said, I will give you a summary in relation to what's going on in the world today. Also, I have some special offers for you, so stay tuned to the very end to find out what those are. Nothing is ever stuck. Today, a friend of mine said that she has a growing fascination with glass. Did you know that glass is considered a liquid? It's just moving very slowly. It reminded me of something David Spangler remarked in a class I was in some years ago, that nothing is ever stuck. There's always movement. In many New Age personal growth belief systems, there's judgment if someone seems to not be changing. There's great validation if one is constantly on a roller coaster of overt transformation. In physics, there is always movement. As in nature, there is always change. A tree falls and dies and immediately starts becoming support for new living things. This time of year, in this hemisphere, it seems like everything has gone dormant. And yet, beneath the surface, roots are strengthening and seeds are germinating. And in ourselves and in our lives, there is always growth, even if the external seems stagnant. Sometimes we may feel like we're spinning our wheels and that no matter how hard we try, we're making no progress. However, on the unseen level, much is being created. We're sending out rockets of desire for future manifestations, and our expanded self is enjoying the experience of being the opposite of its infinite beingness. Often at the moment that we stop trying, we surrender into the stuckness is when we make a quantum leap forward. When we let go of the effort, a body energy that blocks creativity, our spiritual intentions take form. This has been a challenging winter for most of us. Harsh weather and lack of sunlight make the best of us want to hibernate. My suggestion for the next week is to let go of trying to improve your situation or resisting whatever limitation that you might be facing. Give yourself a break, an hour or a day or the next week. Zone out in front of the boob tube or do something non-productively entertaining and notice what gets unplugged and what starts changing without any active effort on your part. So I can just update that to say that right now, as I'm recording this, it is almost springtime. It's not winter, but it does talk about how we can berate ourselves for feeling stuck and not realizing that on an unseen level, all sorts of things are going on. It's kind of like when you plan to build a house and you buy the land and your neighbors just see the land sitting there for a year. Well, the architect is working on the plans. You are applying for permits. You're getting arrangements for a septic to be installed. If you're in a rural area like us, we have septic here. There are all sorts of things that need to take place before something physically manifests. Although I'm going to interrupt myself with that summary or interruption, because the other thing that I found is that when you can tune in to yourself as consciousness, that is when suddenly the next morning you wake up and there's a house there. So reality can change instantaneously as soon as you connect and align with yourself as consciousness. So if you've had any of these interesting experiences as we're going through this consciousness shift, please leave a comment below. I'd love to read your comments. And if you want to have a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, go ahead and click below on the skybox technique. It can help you have a bigger perspective of what's going on in your life. And from that, you can make more intuitive decisions and actions. And if you want to know more, go to my website, joan-newcomb.com. I do individual sessions where I take a look at the essence of who you are and what's going on in your life today. I can answer any questions that you might have, and I can also even help you make some energetic changes, and the session is recorded just for you. If you want to know how to do this for yourself, go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and sign up for my coaching special. It's tailor-made just for you, where I work with you one-on-one, and I give you consciousness techniques for you to transform your life. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.